This video is brought to you by the MTG Tutor, where good players get better. Hey guys, MTG Noob here, jumped in a two-man queue. I'm going to keep this hand. I think it's totally fine. I can kill a turn 1 Delver if I really need to. Zombies, it looks like. So, not the worst. We have Oblivion Ring, and the fact that he didn't start on turn 1 is very good. We might be playing against Reanimator, which I certainly hope not, because we don't have any graveyard hate. Okay, that's fine. Question is, do I want to kill that now and save damage over the course of turn? I think I just want to kill this. Okay, no, that's a good draw. Since he has nothing on board, I'm just going to play the Wellspring here and draw out a card. Now, I think Trading Post against Zombies main deck is going to be a beating. That's probably a Messenger, which I'm going to O-Ring. Already at 14, so I kind of hope he doesn't drop an Aristocrat here. If we can live past this turn of like an Aristocrat, then we're pretty good. I might have wanted to play a Spellskite there to play around an Aristocrat. Okay, he's got another Messenger. That's a beating. Okay, I'll play this out. I think I'm going to just play the Spellskite out, and I probably should have played this out first and drawn a card. Okay, so we have a Spellskite, so we're definitely blocking. And Spellskite's always going to shock us. Blood Artist is going to be a bit of an issue, especially if he's got like a sack outlet. Okay. So now we're taking some damage, guys. But I think if we draw one more land, we should be able to stabilize with Wurmcoil Engine. We'll go down to 7. Okay, so we do draw land, and it's a good one. I think we want another Spellskite here. Go post. If I go post, I'm not dead to like something crazy. I think I'm going to play the spell, so let's see. If I go post, I can always chuck something if I'm about to die. I like the Spellskite here. And then sack this. And then we'll see. He's got a pretty good aggro start, so I think this is going to be a little bit difficult. But we will be blocking here. And I would hope to not be sacking the Spellskite. Okay, hopefully he's out of gas. Okay, so he's going to kill that, and he's going to nug us for 2, I would assume. And we're going to respond here, in case he does want to try to kill us out with a Brimstone Volley here. Alright, Solemn's a good draw. So we'll go to 6 instead of 5. And Metamorphs. Okay, so he's got us pretty low, I'm not gonna lie. We draw another core. I think we gotta just slam Wurmcoil here and keep our fingers crossed. I find it hard to believe that he won't be killing us, but if we can, like, if he doesn't Geth's Verdict us here, I think we'll be okay. Or if he doesn't just Brimstone Volley us, I have to be blocking. So hopefully he doesn't have a way to kill one of his guys before damage, and our Wurmcoil will be enough. Yep, alright, that's game. And we'll be taking 3 from here. Alright, well, well played by my opponent. I won't be gaining any life. But let's board and see if we can not put a hurting on him. Alright, so I like Daze. I like Batter Skulls. I like this, and I like this. I hate this. This is way too slow. Dismembers are pretty awful in this matchup. We definitely want these Purges. And I would say we want this Mimic Vat. And I would say we want these Timely Reinforcements. And I would say we want this O-Ring. So now we got to cut 5 cards. And that's not even counting us bringing in our other spell skites. These one-eyed scarecrows can go. So now we just have to cut 1 more card. I'm tempted to cut this Tumble Magnet, but I'm not going to. I think cutting a Solemn here is fine. It is a dude, but it, you know what? No, I think I'm going to leave the Solemn in. I'm going to cut 1 Wellspring. And we'll run with this. I'm really tempted to bring in these other spell skites as early blockers. But I don't want the deck. The deck's only running 25 land. So I don't want to go like too greedy. Alright, I'll bring in 1 more spell skite. Because spell skites in this deck currently is not amazing. Because of the fact that I have no blue sources. So maybe that's something I want to consider. And Spellskite is also a creature, so if I sack it, and he has a Blood Artist out, then that's going to be a problem for us. I have to assume he's bringing in some sort of artifact hate. I don't know if I like all these Spellskites. You know what, I think I'm going to stick with 2 Spellskites. The card that I think is going to be most difficult for us to deal with, I'm snap keeping this, is Falcon Aristocrat. Okay, Diagraph Ghoul is fine. We have to play around Blood Artist. All we want to see is land. Okay, we'll draw a card. Another trading post. All we want to see is land. Okay, we're going to be taking 2 here. And we'll see what he's got as his follow-up. At least we're on the play this time, which is always nice. Okay, so he's debating what he wants to do. Gravecrawler is good. Luckily, he doesn't have double Gravecrawler. Oh, yes, I would. Thank you. So, that's really, really good. We still want to draw land, though. Because if we get stuck with 3 land in hand and not hitting a 4th, we're in trouble. This is obviously a messenger, so... Ooh, a Liliana of the Veil. That's so interesting. That's going to be a problem for us, actually. I'm going to chuck this trading post. That's a great card against us. And, of course, we don't hit our land. So, now we have a debate on what we're going to do. I think I might... Like, chucking artifacts isn't the worst. But this Elish Norn I'll, like, never get back. But I have to assume he could just kill it. Okay, each player discards a card. I really don't want to get rid of this trading post, since it's what we're doing. But currently I have no pressure on his Liliana. And if he gets her to 6, I'm just screwed. This is not looking good for us. I think I'm going to get rid of this Elish Norn. We essentially just need to draw a Celestial Purge. I don't even care about any creatures he plays right now. We have 2 outs to this. We need a Purge, or we need an O-Ring. 1-time Purge O-Ring. Alright, well we get a 4th land. which at least is okay for now. Play a Solemn. We'll use this ability and at least get our mana up, and then he's going to probably be able to kill us, to be perfectly honest, with this Liliana of the Veil. I think we got 2 outs. I think we'll be chucking. It's fine. Kind of sucks, but I mean, I brought in the kitchen sink against the black permanents, so I don't think there's much I could do here. Let's see, what do I want to get rid of? I think I'll get rid of this land here. And then we'll take 0 from his attacker. Alright, so he's got no cards in hand, so I have to top deck here. 1 time top deck. Alright, Plains. This is just bad overall. Serial permanents into 2 piles. That player sacrifices permanents in the bottom of his choice. Okay, I'm going to play out. Do I want to play out the Batter Skull or the Trading Post? I think it's more important to play out the Trading Post, because that will help with the whole sacrificing theme. I'm not too worried about his dudes on board here. So he might just give us like all land and Wellspring, or like I think I have to get rid of this Batter Skull. Okay, we'll make a goat here. See if he wants to kill it. Actually, I should have sacrificed an artifact. Okay, I'm going to do that in the future. Sacrifice the artifact. Buried Rune is good. Do this. Okay, and let's try to draw a Purge. Play Solemn. And we will try to get rid of as many cards as possible. This Liliana's most likely going to be killing us. I wonder what piles he would put. What piles would you guys put if you were this controller of this Liliana? I mean, I guess like goat. Trading Post. Okay, well, let's see. He's gonna get to pile things. It's probably like 1 land post. 1 land and post I could live with. As long as he doesn't play a threat here, we're actually good. Plus, we're gonna draw a card off of the Solemn. So, I'm gonna let him do his thing here. He's in the driver's seat. He is all about winning this. I thought we had a better matchup against this. I guess I didn't factor in Liliana out of the board. Imagine he just does this and then plays another one after I work so hard to get an O-ring or a Purge. Oh god, this is so easy. Alright, choose a pile to sacrifice. Select you. Okay. You can live with that. So let's hope he doesn't have an answer here. Man, we have no lands. I don't know if that was the correct pile. I don't feel that far behind if he doesn't lay a threat. And I still have Day of Judgment and 2 lands in hand. So I think next turn I could sacrifice an artifact to draw a card. I could do a bunch of things. Okay guys, so after a brief timing out of, I think, either me or my opponent, he just plays a Dragon Skull Summit. So now we're going to be trying to kill Liliana of the Veil, I would assume. I think he's going to get his Germ on. And he's got no cards in hand, which is a better spot for him to be in. I think I'm going to play Buried Rune and Mimic Vat. I probably should have played Mimic Vat first. But I'm going to be... Because, I mean, I'd only get a germ, I assume. I guess he's going to block and shoot either me or my goat. Alright, so let's attack Liliana of the Veil. I would assume block, shoot my goat. Okay, just block. Shoot that goat. Shoot it. Okay, it's gonna die anyway. So the question is, do I respond and sacrifice my goat to get an artifact back? And I think the answer is yes. So let's get back a Wellspring so we can play it this turn. Sack my goat. And it seems like we're kind of in a bad spot, but we're really not, because his card advantage is not the end of the world. Like, we're going to be getting a Wellspring back, playing a Wellspring, drawing a card. So initially I thought we were definitely dead, but currently I think we're in an okay spot. I mean, he seems to be drawing dead himself, so we just have to eventually draw out of this. I mean, we have trading posts. It says gain 4 life at instant speed, so things get dicey when he goes like messenger. But that's what Mimic Vat's in here for, so I'm not too worried currently. Okay, so we get back a Wellspring, and we'll play out our Buried Rune. And play a Wellspring, draw a card, and pass. And we draw another day, which is nice. Okay, so another Mortipod, double Mortipod, Muerte Pods. It's going to make us sack a card from our hand. Get rid of his planes. And that's going to be that. He's going to block. Come on, Purge your O-Ring. Once we get Purge your O-Ring online, we're set. Okay, we'll attack Liliana once again. He's going to block, ping me. Which is fine. And then I'm going to play Mimic Vat and keep open a core this turn. And we'll pass. I'm probably going to be sacking an artifact to do some shenanigans. That's fine. That's where we want to be. Okay, so he equips there, and I assume he equips there as well. It's fine. Man, 0-3. That's beast. Alright. Discard this land. And we're going to be taking 4, going to 7. So, let's see. Pay life, discard a card. Attack an artifact. Draw a card. That's a lot of Day of Judgments. Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee. Purge you. Okay. So now this is a game. Play another core out. And pass. And now I think we're totally in driver's seat. We just have to play a little bit faster because his clock is lower than ours. Man, I love that whenever another creature dies. That's so hot. It's like, yeah. It's like, you dead creatures. I'm totally snap blocking if he swings here. Because I'll throw that on the Mimic Vat. Okay, we should be using our things, so let's get back this batter skull, I would assume. Pay 1, and we'll sack this. Okay, he's gonna get to do that where he pings us for a point, and then we're going to be able to put a solemn on there. I think what we want to be doing is wrathing here. The reason I want to be wrathing here is because if he ends up like getting one zombie and just pinging me out with grave crawlers, I think that's going to be like the nut against us. So I'm just going to day here. Blood Artist. Okay, so we're waiting for his triggers. And then I'm probably going to be just trading posting away. Okay, so we'll go down to 8. So now we have Gravecrawler, so we say no. Okay, and then we're going to pass. And we're going to trading post away. We're not really trying to kill him with Gravecrawler tokens, we're just trying to get there. Plays a land. And we will discard a card to gain 4 life. And now we're just going to batter skull it up. Actually, maybe we should Psalm. You know what, I kind of want to get this game going in the right path. So I think I'm just going to play batter skull. He might have Geth's Verdict, but that's not the end of the world. We have to see what we're going to draw. We always have Gravecrawler. Man, who wants to put a germ token on this? Okay, so we draw another land, which is always nice. We're going to play batter skull. And it's probably going to die, but if it doesn't, we at least have a dude. Dudes are sweet. And he just scoops. And I believe that was a very smart scoop of him, for the simple fact that he did not want to let it get to time. Okay, so since I got timed out and I had to restart, some of my sideboarding options are different. So let's currently put things back in the way we had them before. These dismembers are awful in this matchup. We're in some timelies. A Mimic Vat. These 2 purges. I'm not really worried about the actual mortarpods so much to like bring in revoke existences. So we left all this top end stuff. We left all this. We cut these scarecrows, and I believe we cut a wellspring. I think I'm down with cutting 2 wellsprings for another Spellskite on the draw. Man, we were really cold to Liliana, but I don't really see a way to control her from our board outside of the spine, and I'd much rather have his creatures never come back if I'm going to be playing a 7-drop. But this is another out. But if he gets Liliana down on turn 3, that's a problem. I don't think staff is as good. I think this seems fine. I mean, maybe I want something in instead of tumble magnet if he comes out of the gate. But slowing down even a 2/2 for 3 turns seems better than having a 7 drop. Alright, let's run with this. Tumble magnet. We can totally tap. We can totally tap. Mortapods with this. Okay, we're back. So we have a very risky keep here. I'm going to try to keep this off of the back of a Spellskite, which I don't know if it seems really good, but I don't feel like mulliganing against them since they're so aggro, and being down a card is usually very bad. So we just got to keep our fingers crossed and hope for 2 lands, and then we're going to be 100% fine. Okay, so he's got a fast start out of the gate. Straw lands. That's like a land. We're going to probably be saving that for Liliana, I would think. I mean, this keep was a bit rough. But if we can just get 2 lands, we're totally fine, because this will get us to turn 5. And then we could play Batterskull, probably kill it. We could play Gideon. We have a lot of options. I think this guy's possibly lagging or double tabling, so I apologize for all the pausing. Okay, so he's going to bash. Ouch. That hurt us. Don't play anything. That's something we don't want to see. Oh, that's a land. That's good. We need 1 more of those. 1 more of those and we totally have a shot at this game. Hopefully he doesn't go messenger here. If he goes messenger, then we just go, oops, we're dead. Okay. We're at 15. We really don't want to have to purge this land. Alright, that's a land as well. Okay, so I can't complain about my lands. I definitely got my lands. But we're getting low on this life. Go to 12. Okay, Cavern of Souls. I'm not going to be countering anything. Okay. So we're at 10, and I will be purging this, because there's no other way for me to deal with that. Okay, another Solemn. So if we're able to stabilize here, he's got 2 cards in hand. I really hope he doesn't play Liliana Sacrifice. If he does, I'm definitely screwed. I think I snap block here and go to 8. If he's got a Brimstone Volley, he's got a Brimstone Volley. And then I go to 3. And then I guess I Terminus. That was a good draw. Let's hope he's out of gas. Don't play another messenger. Okay, we're at 3, so essentially he's going to kill us because he's got 2 Brimstone Volleys. Yeah, we're dead. I think that snap block there was not good. We would have been 5 life higher, 6. No, he still could have killed us. What's the best play? Alright, let's assume he doesn't have it. What's the best play here? I don't want a Terminus. Gideon, everything attack Gideon is not good. Sack a creature is not good. I think we're dead. Actually, no, we're not dead. Go to 1. We could bury to ruin a Spellskite. That seems terrible, but that might be our only out. Bury to ruining a Spellskite is possible. Terminus this. I think we have to assume he's trying to kill us with a Brimstone Volley. So if that's the line we're thinking, we have to play to that. Okay, I guess we'll go to 1. And then I guess we'll need to rip a land in Terminus. If not, we'll need a Purge or no ring. That's not what we needed. Alright, well I could still block here. I think everybody attack Gideon is where we're currently at. He's got 1 card, so if he's got a burn spell, we're dead. Or if he's got a Fume Spitter, we're dead. So I'm just gonna have 6. He's got it. He's got something. Okay, and sack and win. Alright, well, that kind of sucked, guys. But we tried. Unfortunately, we, I believe, punted with that block. Alright, so we will run another one. Thanks for watching. Please check out themtgnoob.com, and please check out Planeswalkers Library.